Listen, make sure whenever you buy a home, or if you prefer to rent, some people don't feel like they should buy a home. That's another conversation, for another day. I'm going to talk about that in another video. But whether you are buying or renting, whatever that your preference is, make sure, please, only be spending about 30, maybe 40% of your income on where you live. A lot of people say, well, all these apartments nowadays is asking for you to make triple what the rent is. It's a reason for that, because they understand, well, of course they want their money, yeah, but there's an understanding that in finance, when you're trying to make your finances work best for you, you really should only be spending a third of what you make for where you live. Okay? Just a third. Not 50%. Not I made $5,000 this month and my rent is $2,500. No. Okay? It needs to be a third. So when they're asking for, the rent is $1,000, you need to be making at least $3,000 a month. That's really a help to you, because if you're only paying a third of what you make, that means you have more coin to be able to do other things. And if you're renting and you're trying to be able to buy, you have more coin to be able to work toward that. If you look at like HUD, for example, when they give people homes or apartments or whatever through HUD housing, such as scatter site housing, what people call the projects, Section 8, any of those things, even Habitat for Humanity, those different types of HUD funded programs, if you notice, what they are going to ask for from that person's income is 30%. They not asking for 40. They're not asking them to pay 50. None of that. It's 30%. So if HUD is like, we're gonna help you pay your rent, and let's say you make $900 a month. Okay, just throwing a number out there. Your rent, if you can report, I only make $900 a month, they're going to take that into consideration, and your rent for you, the amount that you're going to pay, most likely is only going to be about $300, and it's probably going to be a lot less than that because of what's called utility allowances, and they're going to deduct those allowances from that. If you have children or whatever, they may deduct some things from that as well, and your rent might end up being $200 or something like that, based on you making $900 a month. Most people make, relatively more than that. But just to give you an example, even HUD does the 30%. Okay? So, yes, I know that a lot of people are not making a whole lot, depending on what sector of employment that they're in. And it can be kind of detrimental, like, I'm looking for this apartment, I want to live here, but they said I have to make 3 times the rent. They're doing that as a favor to you, because if you think, oh, I make $3,000 a month, I can pay $1,800, I can pay $2,000. Let something happen, that's going to be a struggle for you. Okay, so when you're seeking out where you want to live, when you're seeking out a home or whatever, give yourself some wiggle room. Now, I understand that a lot of times with mortgages and realtors, when they calculate what you make, usually if your income or your debt to income ratio is hitting, to where you are under 50% of what the mortgage will be, they'll go ahead and let you get the house. But you got to think that's still half of what you made for the month, and you got to figure out with this other half how you're going to pay your light, gas, Depending on what state you live in, you might just have electric bill, but that's everything included on that electric bill. Then, groceries, upkeep for your vehicle, a car note if you have one, insurances like your car insurance, life insurance, homeowners insurance, all of that stuff. Well, a lot of times your homeowners insurance can be rolled in with your mortgage, but that's another conversation for another day. But 30% is really what you should be shooting for. Pushing it at 40-something%, but definitely try your best not to be renting or mortgaging at 50% of your income, because it can be detrimental to you if something really serious happens. If you really need some coin, it's going to be hard for you to get that out your month-to-month income, and you might put yourself under. Ask any homeowner, they'll tell you it's much better to be buying something and be able to pay for it with a piece of your income versus half or over half. Okay? Free game. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back with more free game. If you learned anything, I'm glad you did. Leave a comment.
Bye.
Bye.